Dyed Up Fibers podcast. I'm Diane.
And I'm Edith, and you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Ravelry, and our webpage, alldyedup.ca. And there's an email connection through our webpage that's probably the easiest to get a hold of us. Yeah. So how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
It's been months since we've seen each other.
It has.
Yeah.
Yep, it has. Yep.
We haven't seen each other August. We saw each other. And then one day at the drugstore, I saw you and you were in the car. We stayed apart and had a little visit. And that was it.
Yeah, in the parking lot.
Yeah.
That was way back, like November, first part of November. I was getting my flu shot. So when did you get flu shots? Like not my COVID flu shot, obviously. My regular flu shot.
It was before that.
Before November?
It wasn't flu shot day. It was before that.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you're right. Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah. So it's been a long time.
Yeah, I remember now.
So you're keeping well?
Yes.
That's good.
Staying home.
Yeah, me too.
Well, we have a stay-at-home order right now, if that's the proper wording for our area, or for so I'm staying home. I don't work at the retirement residence anymore. I'm home. I'm so happy. Yeah. So.
You retired from the retirement residence.
I retired from the retirement residence. Yes.
You're all retired.
Yep. So that's been really nice. It's kind of a crazy time because they really can't go anywhere. But
go home and shut the door.
I literally just came home and shut the door and love it. Yeah, really, I'm grateful. Yeah. So yeah, I've painted a few rooms. Early on I painted. Now I'm just sort of going through different areas and tidying up.
Right.
Yeah. I went through my preserves the other day. I have a lot of preserves downstairs that some of them are getting old and like you wouldn't eat them. So I dumped them and washed the jars up. Pardon?
They've been preserving.
Yeah, they're just old, it's from a different time. So anyway, because I don't do up a lot like I used to. So.
Well, it's different when you don't have the house full of people anymore.
Yeah. They still take salsa and spaghetti sauce and that sort of stuff. They take a lot of tomato-based stuff if it's offered, they'll take it. So I still do that. But like I don't do dill pickles like I used to, or sweet pickles. Or Paul used to like it was like a yellow relish, a chunk pickle. Yeah, but and I don't mind it, but it was never on top of my list, so I just don't make it now. And so I got that I got that cleaned up and got the cobwebs off some stuff. Yeah, so it's been stuff like that, which I mean, COVID's horrible for everyone. I'm not saying I'm happy about it, but boy, it's given me the excuse to just stay in and do putter stuff. So. Right. Yeah. So how are you?
Oh, good. Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Arriving. Yeah. Going about my days. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
That's good. Not a lot changes around here because when you have the farm, right, animals still need to be fed. You still gotta do all the chores that you did before. And
for sure.
So, and typically if you live on a farm, you don't travel or go a whole far lot anyway because you got to be home to milk twice a day. So,
forgive me if I'm wrong, but I mean the whole profession is built on routine.
Yes.
You do everything at the same time, whether it's hay season's the same time, cows have to milk the same time.
A lot of your activities are based around the weather.
Sure. Yeah.
How wet the fields are in the spring, and how dry it is. If it's going to rain tomorrow, you do hay today. Make hay while the sun shines.
Yeah.
A lot of it's based around the weather.
the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've been knitting since you've been in, or?
I have a stack.
Good for you.
A stack.
Good for you.
You?
Not a lick.
Not a lick?
I would say that's not really fair. I mean, that's more for just, I did get some Christmas things out.
Right.
I did a hat and toque set for my nephew's girlfriend, and some socks, and what else? A hat, another toque for Rachel. That's all I can think of right now. Not a lot, but anyway. And since then, I've actually put in some heels and toes, and I'll explain that later when you want. And then I've started. I started a cross stitch thing.
I'm curious to see that.
I'll talk about that later, but yeah. So where do you want to go from here, Josh?
I'll show some finished objects.
Sure, I'd love to see them. Yeah.
Okay, and then I'll show a couple Christmas presents that I got.
Oh yeah, okay, I got one of those. Yeah. All right. Oh, that's lovely. What is this, Diane?
What pattern is it?
Yeah.
It is it's a cartography hat. Tin Can Knits. CARTOGRAPHY. Cartography. If you can say it.
I don't know.
Screen, but Tin Can Knits. And the yarn is an alpaca DK weight that I got. The oatmeal is the alpaca DK weight that I got at Grey Heron in Belleville. And then this, the variegated one that was up through, it is a DK weight that we got way back in Rhinebeck. In 2018, Rhinebeck, it's a spin cycle.
Nice.
So I made that.
And is it for you?
Oh, it's for me or whoever. I'll put it in the stash or hang it on the fence with the I'm Not Lost program. Oh. This one.
Oh, that's pretty.
Is the alpaca, same in the DK from the Grey Heron. I got it in black. And then the speckly things is ball yarn that I dyed. It's our yarn.
It's beautiful.
It's our DK 100% mohair. Yeah. And this is
100% merino.
Ours is merino.
Yeah, you said mohair. 100% mohair.
Mohair, merino. Sorry.
I know, and I know that, but I just didn't want people to be calling you saying, "Hey, where's that 100% mohair?"
It's merino.
I know. I didn't mean to.
It's, this hat is the Shift Along from Andrew Mowry.
Nice.
And then, did I ever show the big cowl? Our last podcast was so long ago that I can't remember. So this is.
Oh, lovely.
It's got a drawstring in it.
Yeah. And is it lined? Is it the one that's lined?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that pattern. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's called The Snuggle Is Real by, I think it's Maxim Sire.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Ravelry.
It's beautiful.
I really like it. I wear it with my coat when I'm outside and on the four-wheeler and stuff. If we're going up in the woods or anything around here, it just keeps the wind up my neck.
Sure.
I really like it, and it's heavy. Like there's a lot of yarn. There's a lot of knitting in that cowl.
And how did you do your cord?
I did it with the three needles.
Okay.
I like a cord. I actually YouTubed it.
Oh, okay. Yep. I think I had read where. I think I had read where people were doing it a few different ways, and I just wondered how you did yours.
I did it with 3 needles, and it was like an I-cord where you slip the stitches back and then knit.
Yeah.
That's how I did it.
Yeah, good.
And I held the 2 yarns. Can you see? I held the 2 yarns together, the blue and the black together.
Yeah, it looks good.
So yeah, that's a heavy sucker.
And so your hat matches.
Pardon?
Your hat matches.
Yeah, and you know what? I told you wrong. This hat is not by Tin Can Knits, and that's not the name of it. This is the Tin Can Knits hat.
Oh, so you get to struggle with that name, Joy.
Yeah, this is the Tin Can Knits hat.
Okay, that's cute too.
More of the oatmeal, and then I had made a sweater, that blue sweater, a long time ago, and I had yarn left over, so I just dug out that ball of yarn and
Cool.
hat.
Cool.
And yeah, so that's the Tin Can Knits one. This one is the end of summer hat.
Oh.
By Justina Warnowska.
Cool.
Sorry, I got that wrong, but. And then my mitts, and I wear these a lot too. I love these mitts.
Oh, they're striking.
They're fiddlehead mitts.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an old pattern. It's by Adrienne Basilla.
They're really sharp.
And they're lined too.
Cool.
Yeah. So I like this pattern, and I made the girls each a pair of mitts like this for Christmas, and I made them hats too, but I didn't make one for myself. I made them the Myra hat by Knox Mountain Knit Company out west. But that's a nice pattern. If you're looking for a hat pattern, I put a great pom-pom on them, and
cute.
Yeah. So that's my finished objects.
Cool.
Oh.
The only knitting I have finished is 2 years ago you did me up a bunch of sock tubes.
Yep.
So I made socks out of them, but sometimes the tubes are quite a bit longer than what I needed for socks. Like I don't have anybody that's like a size 13 or 14 foot, right? Like they're all. So I had bits left over. So I took the bits and made short, like, so these will be for me. So I just put the toe, the heel, and the cuff in black. So that, you know, 'cause that wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to make. Anyway, it's enough for me. So
I like my socks a little shorter. I don't like them at my leg. Drives me crazy.
Yeah. So that's a piece. So this was the yarn that Nicholas named, and I forget, it's Kitty. And it's got the pardon?
With cat colors.
Yeah, it's because my nephew is a heavy equipment mechanic, and so he's all up on all that stuff. And it's the number of a motor, so it's like Kitty 7426 or something. So that's. But anyway, so that's what I did there. And then these were two ends. Now these are a bit ratty because I've been wearing these, but these were two ends that were the ends of the blanks. So I just took some of this and put it on this one and some of that and put it on that one and made myself a pair of socks.
They're cool.
I like them. These are kind of my snuggie go-to socks. So yeah, I've had these on in boots when I was outside because they're warm, right?
Right.
So yeah, they're a little bit ratty, but all worn. They're not, you know what I mean. But yeah, so that's what I did with those ends. So I didn't waste them anyway. And I think that's Grandpa's whiskers and those silly boys.
Right.
And then I just flipped them. So that's all the knitting I have. Isn't that sad? I don't know why. I'm just not.
Gotta get your mojo going again.
Yeah, I don't know. Something will catch my eye.
Sugar. So this is my project I've been working on.
Oh, nice. Honey moss.
Yep.
Sharp.
It is made with put that there, with a worsted weight yarn. It's heavy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So anyway, hope I'm not. No, I did. I finished So there's the honey moss part, the moss part, and then you go into lace work.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. It does look heavy, like warm.
It is heavy.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
And I'm using Cascade 220.
Oh, are you? Yeah.
Yeah. I had it in my stash, a few balls, but in my stash, and I don't have the band, so I can't tell you what color, but it's like a mossy color.
Mm-hmm.
It put me in mind of the picture on the pattern, really.
Sure.
So I thought, this is nice if you're sitting on the couch or you're chilly or, you're outside wrapping your coat, you don't have a heavy coat on or whatever. So, yeah. So I started that.
And you're enjoying it?
Yeah. I have one more repeat of the pattern to go. So I don't know if you can see it, but I put a lifeline in it. It's right there.
Yes.
So it'll be this far again. So it's huge.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be big.
And is that then you cast off?
Yeah. Yeah. So
you're pretty close.
Getting close. 40 rows, I think it is. 40 rows and then the binder. So yeah, that's what I've been working on, just plugging away.
Good.
So, the only whip I have.
Good.
Yeah, I like it.
Good. Nice.
Did you get anything nitty for Christmas?
I got a book.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was surprised. I had no idea. I don't know how this came about, but I got the Outlander.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I think it's from Rachel.
Yeah.
So we watch Outlander when it's on. And anyway, yeah, so I'm not sure if there was something in here she wanted. I don't know. Pardon? Maybe that'll get me back knitting. But it's a beautiful book. And there are like, Outlander pictures. And then she's got a knitted shawl on there. So then the pattern's in here for that shawl. And yeah. What else is, I gotta find something she's wearing, and then, yeah, I don't know if you can see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks lacy on the
Oh, there's maybe the.
Oh, yeah.
So things, I guess, that were shown in the movie. I haven't gone right through it there are socks, and there's a vest here for a man. Yeah. Anyway, it's a pretty book.
Nice.
Yeah, so. Yeah, so this is it. This is in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The pictures in that book are lovely.
They are, yeah. And there's just a lot of from the movie, right? So that's in here. Right. Yeah. Cool. So I guess there's an example on the back cover. This is her wearing that in the movie, and then this is someone's updated it. Yeah. But anyway, Outlander Knitting by Kate Atherley.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that was a nice surprise. And the other book I got is one that I've used online. So it's this Jamie Oliver's Christmas cookbook.
Oh.
So I do use some of his recipes like for Christmas dinner, and I guess I was talking about this book and said that it would be fun to have, but I mean, Christmas dinner is once a year, so it seemed kind of crazy, but there's lots of recipes for all year long. So anyway, it's a little ironic I got this on the year that we did not have Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
So I got a whole year to figure it out.
Yeah, because typically we all get together for Christmas.
Yeah.
And we didn't this year. We all stayed at our own houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, typically I do dinner, I do supper, but I mean, there's other things this is like a spinach with egg in it and everything. Yeah. I mean, it would to me, that's not Christmas dinner. So that's where I could get the mileage all year round with this book, obviously. Like this.
That's good.
Yeah. It's smoked haddock, winter greens, fragrant rice, light spice, and eggs.
Oh.
Yeah, so there's cranberry sauce, there's cauliflower with cheese.
Ooh.
Yeah. So anyway, you have to, get
Edith,
started.
I'm chuckling at the sign.
Oh, that's Rachel. That's Rachel. It says laughter is the best medicine unless you have diarrhea. So she did have one up there a while back, and it said, let me think. Oh, shoot. This website uses cookies to enhance performance. ... Me too. That one was cute too. I don't know. She just every once in a while she changes it up, but that's what it says right now. Yeah. And she had something about bah humbug over the holidays, or I don't know. But that cookies one I thought was good.
I like
You like this one? Laughter is the best medicine unless you have diarrhea.
I can see her saying it.
Well, it's her, right? That's her personality.
Yeah.
We all have our own personalities, and
Hers is kind of like mine.
yeah. So no, she keeps that board fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm cross stitching. Do you want to delve into that world?
Let me show you my Christmas present first, then.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay. So, Isaac's girlfriend Brianna get me a cool Christmas present. So I got some socks.
If you can read this, bring me my yarn.
I thought they were cute.
That is cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought they were nice. And this, I thought, this is from Brianna too. This is gorgeous. I left it right in the package because I didn't want anything to happen to it before. Can you see it?
It's the letter D.
It's a keychain.
It's beautiful.
And it's handmade.
Wow.
Yeah, it's handmade by Marigold Metals, pressed flowers. They do home. She does home decor and jewelry. And she's in Quinny West, Edith.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah,
So you're Trentonish, right? Marigold Meadows. That's stunning.
Yeah, and I'll put this here so you can see her Instagram and Facebook and all that. Can you see it?
Hold it down just a little bit, and real still. There we go. I think people could get that. Sure. Yeah, great.
Gorgeous. I love this. It's got pressed flowers and like that gold
Filigree?
Pardon?
Gold filigree?
Yeah, gold leaf and pressed flowers. It's beautiful. But I looked on her Facebook page. She's got some really cute stuff. There's coasters and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, check her out.
Yeah.
I think her name's Morgan Scott.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah. So that was a cool Christmas present.
Mm-hmm.
I got a box of coal.
Yes. I saw that picture. So tell that story.
Well, when we were little girls, Mom used to say, if you didn't behave or you weren't a good girl, Santa would bring you coal for Christmas. So, yeah, right. So then as my kids were growing up, I'd say, stop it right now, you bunch, or you're all going to get coal for Christmas. You're going to get a box of coal if you're not good. So anyway, my youngest son, he is, well, they all tease, but he teases too and likes to have a laugh. And so at Christmas morning, we didn't open gifts Christmas morning because all the guys couldn't come Christmas morning. So we waited and had supper, and then after supper we opened all of our gifts.
Yeah,
so
your kids all live right there.
Yeah, we're all right here. We see each other every day. We're all in the same bubble. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just to clarify to the world out there. Yeah.
And Isaac's like a quarter of a mile up the road, like, and they work at the farm when they're off.
They work on the farm. You all work together.
So we're all together all the time anyway.
Yeah.
So we're opening the gifts, and Jeremiah says, "Here, Mom, open this one. These are ours. Open this one first." So I opened up, and it was box coal. It was all done up in nice red paper, and I'm digging through it. And like they weren't little pieces of coal; they were like big chunks.
Where do you get those?
At the barbecue. It's a charcoal barbecue over there. I went up to the barbecue and grabbed some charcoal, wrapped them up in a box, put my name on them for Christmas.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, everyone's just howling. What a rip. Yeah, he was funny. He could hardly wait for somebody to open that box. He was just. I sat on the couch. I knew something was up because he could hardly contain himself.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, so.
Good.
Yeah. Good. So, yeah. It's good funny.
Yeah.
So I got some happy mail.
Oh, let's see.
I am impressed. I love this yarn. I can't say enough about it. This is the sweater I'm knitting. I'm going to knit. This is my next project.
Hold it back just a little bit. Okay, great. Beautiful.
It's by Caitlin Hunter, the same as the sweater you have on, the same designer.
Okay.
As the swag, the sweater you're wearing.
Yeah.
And so I looked on, I liked the pattern and I wanted something, it was all color work, not just across here, not just the yoke. So I came across that on Ravelry. And then I got looking at the different projects. I thought, ooh, some of these are really nice. So I was thinking about colors. And so anyway, I found a yarn that I thought, oh, I like the sort of the muted heathers of that yarn. So I Googled the yarn and I came up with it, and it was here.
Hold it down a little bit, just a little lower. Farm to Cable Yarns.
Yeah. There, can you see that? That's a
Farm to Cable. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where
I ordered it on Sunday, and it was on the porch delivered this morning.
Oh, good.
Fast. It was. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about Farm to Cable. Awesome to order from. But anyway.
Where are they located, Diane?
Gilmore, Ontario. I had to look up where Gilmore, Ontario was. It's only an hour and a half away. It's up 62 Highway on the other side of Madoc, just like south of Bancroft. They're not that far away. That's why it came so fast.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love it. I can't wait. So I'll show you the label. Can you see that?
Yeah, what's that? Mondin?
Yeah.
Mondin. Mondin?
And DIM. Mondum.
Okay.
And it is Portuguese wool. So yeah, I can't wait. Pure Portuguese wool, it says. So, and it's fingering weight. This is sock yarn. It's 80-20. I think it's at 80. Nope, it's 100%, it says. It's hard because it's in Portuguese. But I love the superwash sock yarn made from fine Portuguese wool. So
beautiful.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
What are the names of your colors?
They're just numbers.
Oh.
They're just numbers.
They're gorgeous.
See, just the number.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like a little darker than an oatmeal.
Okay.
And then this is like the heathered olivey green. This is heathered, I would say dusty rose, pinky dusty rose.
Oh, okay.
This is blue.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, so I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. I like the build of her sweaters. Like I knit this wag as well, and it felt good when you put it on. Like I like the fit of that sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good.
So I thought, oh. And I saw that one, I thought, oh, I like that. So I'm gonna, and it's an A-line.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought, oh, that's good because I got a lot of junk in the trunk. So
I like an A-line sweater myself. Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, I can't wait to see it. So are there buttons on it?
no, it's pullover.
Oh, it's a pullover because you could just see her back, right? You couldn't see the.
There it is, hanging on a sweater. Hanging on a sweater. Here's a sweater hanging on a hanger.
Oh, okay. Oh, beautiful. Nice. Well, that's going to be so much fun.
Pardon?
It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, and I looked at some other sweaters, but they were heavier, like they were worsted weight sweaters. And I thought when you carry your floats across the back of your color work, it's almost like another layer. And I thought, holy God, that sweater is going to be one heavy sucker when it's done. And I didn't think I wanted that because quite often I wear a t-shirt under them. Mm-hmm. So I thought, well, if I go with a fingering weight sweater, the floats will make it a little heavier, but it won't be so.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I know our yarn, like our worsted weight yarn, it's warm.
Yeah.
I have a couple of cardigans made out of that, and I honestly don't wear them as much as I would like to because, like, they're hot.
Right.
Yeah.
And this bag came with it.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah. Yeah, I highly recommend Farm to Cable.
Great.
I really liked it. It came fast. It's nice quality yarn. Yeah. I would order from them in a drop dead second again.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. I'll have to check them out.
Yeah, check them out.
Cool.
Anyway.
Good.
Yeah. I think they used, like when we had shows, they went to shows too. I think I've seen them at shows, but have you?
I was trying to remember, like, I don't know.
I think I have.
Well, if you have, I'm sure they were there. Yeah.
But when you have your own booth, it's hard to.
Yeah, you miss a lot. It's a whole different experience.
Yeah.
At a show than when you can just go and walk around again and then walk around third time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think, oh, I got to get back.
Well, I don't walk around 3 times if I have a booth.
Yeah.
I might make it once.
And when you go out of the booth, it's like, I got to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just don't feel like you can just meander.
No.
Yeah. Although the booth is fine because we don't usually leave until if it's quieter in the afternoon, but
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's a different experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see some things.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all I've got. You got cross stitch to show us. I can't wait to see this.
So I think October, maybe November. Somehow I ended up I get the Mary Maxim magazine for some reason. I don't know why. Or I was on their website. Oh, I know why. So Ben likes puzzles. And so for Christmas, I wanted to order him a puzzle, and they sell puzzles. So I was on their website looking for a puzzle, which I'll tell you the story about the puzzle he did get. And I saw this on sale, so I thought, oh, what the heck, it might be fun. So this is the picture.
Is all that stitched and everything?
Not this, no, but all this.
I was going to say, Jesus, I'd be here till I was 100.
Well, for some reason I thought it was a good idea. So it's 14 count Ada. I don't know, Snowman Lantern by who? I saw the name here the other day. Joanne Cave. So the charts came. Charts. You catch that?
Charts.
As in.
Holy Mother of God.
Yeah, that's about it. And so then this material was in it. So this is where I am so far. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to, because I do it with a hoop. So
And it doesn't have the picture stamped on it.
No.
Screw that.
So this is the first. This is one page, the top part. That's why there's such a definitive line, because that's one page. So I took another piece of thread and I gridded it out every 10 over, 10 up, because I thought I was going to be okay. And I started here, and there's enough little stitches of different color that I could figure out where I was. Well, then when I started going up in through here, I got a little lost. So I thought, no, you've got to grid this. So then I gridded it, because do you notice on the pattern, see how it's got these squares?
Yeah.
So that's what I did here. Oh, wrong side. That's what I did here, right? I stitched those squares on.
Right.
So I can keep track. So that's what I'm doing. So the threads are, come, now it's a big mess because I've got it all tore apart, but they come like this.
They're already like that. You don't have to put them on the card. They're already on the card.
They're already on the card. It helps quite a bit. And they've got the number on them. And then on this, there's the number with the symbol.
Right.
And like sometimes one of these is 2 different colors, but 1 thread of each. So it just tells you. So that's how that goes. So then I got my first color. Of course, you don't use it all. So then what do you do with that bit, right?
Right.
So I thought, there is no way I'm throwing this in a bag, or like throwing it just in the project bag, because I'll have a big ball of thread in no time. And I won't know what color. I won't know what color any of it is. So I have these bags downstairs in my craft area. And I just put them on a shower curtain ring.
Yeah.
And, oh, sorry, they were halfways organized on a shower curtain ring. And then I just took a piece of tape and I wrote on the tape what the number is, what the symbol is. So when I take it off of here, it goes into here. And then I have all the colors. Because like I said, sometimes like you might start, but you don't use the whole strand. So what do you do with that bit? I didn't want to throw it in a ball, and this is already cut off of the here. You can't put it back on.
Right.
They're glued on, right? So that's what I did. So this is how I've got my strings organized, and then that's my cross stitch. So to be honest, when it gets, so like, I don't know if you can tell, but like this is all stitched. And blue on blue was,
Oh.
I couldn't see.
I wouldn't be able to see it.
I couldn't see it.
Like.
So this came out.
I can hardly see the screen. I know.
So I put this around my neck and have it like this, and then I can look through it and I can see it with my glasses on.
It's bad.
I couldn't see it. Now in the daytime over by the window, it's not quite so bad. So I'm thinking to myself, Edith, first of all, it was probably on sale because it's blue. You might have wanted to pick a different color to start with. You may have wanted to go a little bigger squares.
I couldn't do it.
I really like it though. Like I do really like it. I really enjoy it. But yeah, And I thought I'd get it on the wall for this Christmas.
This Christmas just went by?
Well, when I looked at it in October, I thought it would be fine.
I'd be freaking lucky to have it on the wall for 2022.
Oh my goodness, I got a real dose of reality real fast. Color-wise, time-wise, thread management.
I'd have to learn how to stitch the little X's. I'd have to remember way back when, because
yeah, no, the directions were great for that. There's a whole on the back of each of those charts of blah. There are all sorts of directions. So it's really good that way. I mean, I'm getting through it. It's coaching me right along. So I mean, as far as I didn't get that and then just be lost. I've read it and followed along, and it's got me that far. So I'd say the instructions are great, but I was a wee bit naive in a few different areas.
You want to borrow my light? You can.
Your light. Oh, well, now there you go. Oh, yeah. Well, that's nice.
When this was Christmas present too. I think they're trying to tell me something.
So when do you use that?
When I'm knitting with black yarn.
Yes. Yeah. That would be great.
Yeah. It just sits right in. The knit group at Sable, when we go to the ports, when it's not COVID, of course, some of the girls had them because it's dark inside the pub.
I bet.
Some of the girls had different ones, like some lights they had would sit on the table and that kind of thing, but some of them had those. And anyway, I think Josh maybe got me one for Christmas. So
nice.
Yeah, it's nice when you're knitting with black yarn.
And you would have recommended it works and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think it came from Amazon. I think you ordered it off Amazon.
Yeah, but if it works, that's great.
So you want to borrow it for that project?
No. I have what do you call it? Like a floor light that's got 3 lights in it that I put by my chair. And so I took the top bulb out and put the brightest bulb in it I could find. So at night I flip that one on, shine it right on my lap. And then if I'm not doing crafts and I don't want that bright light, then I just turn it off and put one of the other ones on. But thank you. Yeah. Or my best thing is just to do it in the daytime right by the window, which during the winter, you're not outside as much. I can get away with that, right? Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. So, but it started me, I thought, well, I'm just going to go on YouTube and click cross stitch and see. I don't know, there was something I just thought I would see what there is out there. Holy doodle.
Another rabbit hole?
Yeah. And like a world like the knitting world, I mean, why not, right? Of course.
So question, because I don't know much about cross stitch, obviously. I don't think it's my bag. Patience are a virtue I did not get. Do they dye their own floss? It's called floss, right? Embroidery floss. Now, is there a whole world where they dye their own embroidery floss too?
Yeah, they dye their own floss and they dye their own material.
The canvasy things.
Yeah, because I mean, and I know so very little, but from the tiny bit I have figured out, like there's different. You can do this on like cotton, linen. They talk about. Just different fabrics that they dye on. Like they don't just, there's just not like one, or I'm sorry, that they stitch on. There's not just like one cloth you stitch on and that's it. I suspect there's oodles.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and like, it's a whole nother.
Yeah. And like, there are thread or floss companies that, like there's DMC, and I've heard them mention a few others, and I'm just learning. But then there are some that are hand dyed. Like you can get some that are not hand dyed and some that are just like yarn. You can get your ones you can count on the color no matter what. And yeah. And then there's others like a lady stitched boat, and so she did a variegated browns, and so the boat looks like wood because the floss isn't a solid brown. It's variegated. So it was dyed to be, yeah, it was really neat. It made a cool effect, and it was one piece of floss, but you got the variegated, the wood look without having to do like 3 beige stitches, 3 medium brown stitches, 3 black,
Like that.
So that was pretty cool. Sue from Legacy Fiber Art.
Yeah.
She cross stitches.
Oh.
And so she has a podcast with Rachel from Treehouse Knits. I wrote it down. It's on Floss Toss with Rachel and Sue. So if you go on YouTube, there's a whole floss tube.
Oh.
And there's hundreds of floss tubers. And they did a thing, I noticed 3 or 4 that I kind of caught up on. In the beginning of the year, they went through all their projects for last year. And the ones that I saw had, I would say, like 100 of stuff started, like things started. Because you think, so one lady she would have had this all folded up, was already started, right? She's got the pattern, she's got the picture, and it's in a Ziploc envelope. Well, there's like a basket full of them. You can imagine how many you could fit in a basket, right?
Right.
And I was looking, I counted, there was 5 baskets behind her that were like that, like just stacks of.
I started to finish it.
Yeah, she started and didn't finish them all. So she had broken her podcast into 3 different podcasts, part 1, 2, and 3, to go through all of her projects. I want to say there were hundreds, but I don't know. I lost count. Yeah, so I thought, wow, in the knitting world, like we have stash and we feel like we have a lot of projects started, but like this, but then I thought, well, pardon?
This makes me feel good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because I mean, these don't take up much space.
Yeah.
Like, that takes up no space. So
yeah.
you know, where you have a sweater, like it's taking up a bag, right? So
the sweater and the bag and the pattern, and yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they have stitch alongs. You know, they were starting a new project for, a bunch of them were starting a new project for the new year, and then I watched some older issues. So like on the 4th of July, they were doing patriotic cross stitch pictures. They'd all chosen the same picture, but then people buy, see, I bought this as a kit, but lots of times I guess you can buy just the pattern and then buy your own thread. So it's just like going on Ravelry and seeing how everyone does the same pattern in different yarns. The same thing's going on in that world, and they all showed their different, same pattern, different colored threads, or different background, right?
So Edith, do you think you'll ever get to the point where you would try to dye your own blouse?
Oh, that's a long way down the road. Yeah. I just don't even have I don't have a very good grasp of what's even out there, let alone want to make it myself for my own thing. Like right now, you know me and kits, I like a kit. So yeah. I think if I was going to do
bags.
Pardon?
Kits and bags.
Well, and that's another thing, they have bags.
Oh, Jesus.
There's their whole line of bags. There's a whole line of bags, but they're square, rectangular. And one lady, there's fabric on the back, and then the front part is a clear window. So they're shaped, they're not wide, right? They're like a big envelope with a zipper so that your stuff can just slide right into it. There's a whole world of bags. Oh, and there's accessories, like there's magnets that go on your work so that when you're done with your needle, you just stick it on the magnet so you don't lose your needles. There's a whole like reams of those little scissors. Like it's a whole new, well, it's not new, it's been around, I just didn't know it. Yeah.
Do you have any idea how much trouble you're in?
I like it though. I mean, I'm not
But makes me happy.
Yeah, and I'm pretty monogamous. Like if I'm doing a project, I'm fairly stick to it. So I'd like to force myself to stay that way, so I don't have baskets of these started, you know. So
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't mean to say anything against the industry. I really don't. But like, what am I going to do with hundreds of these? You know.
My sister-in-law, I've mentioned her on here before, Mary Lou. She cross stitches and rug hooks.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, and she takes someplace I'm gathering. It's in Kingsland, and gets them framed.
Yeah.
So like there are actual pictures on the wall.
Yeah. That's Sue from Legacy Fiber Arts. She does too. She has a framer that she goes to, and she gets her work framed. But I mean, I could do that with a few, but I mean, I have an open concept house. I basically have 4 walls. And where do I still?
She has like a couple in different bedrooms too. Like
Okay.
she's in the bedrooms as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, they do a thing. Some of the ladies on this, Sue and Rachel from Treehouse Knits, they were talking about sampler walls. So they're cross stitching where, have you seen them where it's like the alphabet and then it's the numbers and it's little picturey things underneath? And I'm sure those picturey things have a proper name, but I don't know what they're called. I haven't learned that yet. But so they're called samplers, and they say that people have sampler walls.
Oh.
Yeah. So you've you know, like just I guess what it sounds like, right? A wall in your house, and that's your sampler wall. And when you see these samplers that you like, you do them up, but then they have a place to go. And because they were saying, like, when you get them framed, don't frame them all to match each other. Just always frame each piece in accordance to the piece itself. It's the only way it'll look the best. Don't try to match the frames on your sampler wall to each other. So.
You have a good sampler wall.
Pardon?
You have an awesome sampler wall in your house.
Yeah.
Across in the living room, across from the picture window, that big tall.
Yeah, I was thinking it.
Tall.
Yeah, it's got those kids' school pictures, and it's got their high school graduation and their university graduation, and there's 3 of them on there.
A baby picture.
A baby picture, that's right. And I was looking at it the other day and thought that probably could be revamped because it's just getting tired. But
get stitching, girl.
They're gonna love getting booted off the wall for needlework. Oh, anyway. Yeah. So anyway, I haven't glimpsed into that world, like, you know, not even, but it's a whole interesting big world, which I mean, all the crafts are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Cool.
And it's deceiving because when you've got that magnifying glass on, it looks like you've done a lot, and you take that off and you look at it and you think, seriously? I prefer to look at it through that magnifying glass.
Yeah, no kidding. I've been sitting here for 3 hours and I've got like an inch and a half.
Yeah, so I have to do some research on how you, like that says it's a 14 count. So anyway, I'll have to find, if I keep going with it, which count I like better. So there may be some that are not as.
Well, I'm interested to see it finish or see it progress.
Well, I thought it would be fun to do, and it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Just more patience than I've got.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I like the colors. I mean, I did the green last night and just went with everything so one color outside right now. It's kind of in my area. It was nice to do a different color, do a bit of colors. We find that with yarn too, right? It's all about the colors. Yeah.
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 Anyway, we're hitting an hour.
Get out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. We haven't seen each other in months.
Okay. All right, I'll let you go. All right.
So
We'll
take
see you
care,
later.
everybody, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.